with sales, how can you tell if a salesperson's immature and why in the world does it matter? I'm Sylvan Bell. I'm coming to you live from Sacramento, California on a perfect day to talk about sales and a perfect day to talk about you. Now here's the thing. I work with salespeople every single day. It's something that I've done for the last 17 years. I'm a part of all sorts of forums and all sorts of groups. And at some point, I always hear somebody go, that'll never work, right? They won't give the idea. They won't give the content. They won't give the suggestion, any type of credibility. Just automatically look at it and they go, won't work. And there's a couple reasons for it. One, they're comfortable in their sales process, okay? Two, they're not willing to stretch and be uncomfortable. And three, they have their mind made up of what sales is. And I'll tell you this, for a lot of the sales processes that I teach, they're unconventional. There's things that you would find, you'd be like, why are I doing this? And there's a reason for it. And sometimes I'll get people who come into my class and I'll work with them and they've been doing sales for a while, whatever industry that I'm working in, and I'll explain, here's what I want you to do. And they'll go, that is the dumbest thing ever. And I'll say, hey, I'm a couple slices of cheeseburger or a couple slices of pizza ahead of you in life, a couple cheeseburgers ahead of you in life. When it comes to sales, training, persuasion, influence, decision making, I'm just going to ask you to go out and do it. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to go out there and do that. There's no reason that I should. And then the rest of the class, the rest of the team goes out there and they do it and they just slay it. They close deals. And what normally happens is the sales guy comes in and he's like, yeah, you know, I see all these other people over here having good luck with what they're doing. What is it that you taught them? I'm like, hey, you were in the room. You said it was the dumbest thing ever. So the same thing happens in forums. The same thing happens in groups. I was in a group recently, okay? And this person gets online and says, I'm a professional in this industry and I accept credit cards and I accept down payments and payment plans, and the rest of the people in my industry don't do it. What do you guys think? And I said, offer financing. And so this person gets online and blasts me like, this is the dumbest thing ever. Why in the world would I offer financing? I just said, your answer is in the question that you just put in the comment, right? You got people in your industry that can't pay, so they look for a pay plan, and you're willing to accept a credit card, but you won't get a company to do financing for you? Like, come on. And so instantly, I was repelled, and I said, okay, time out. I'm dealing with a sales Joe and not a sales pro. I got to figure out how to have a conversation with this person. I tried a couple more times saying, hey, look, we're talking around the same thing. You're saying I take credit cards. You're saying I take payment plans, and I'm saying offer financing. And this person was like, no, this is crazy. Why would I offer financing? I'm like, you're doing it already, but you're like, you just need another source. And we for whatever reason, just did not connect. But I'm going to tell you something. As a salesperson who did in-home sales for a very long time, there is a pool and a population of people who have the cash. There is a pool and a population of people who don't have the cash or the ability to write a check or make a payment immediately, right? So like most people have options in this world, and the first option is cash. Well, I don't have cash. Okay, well, fine. Do you have a credit card, equity line of credit, some sort of self-financing? No, you don't? Oh, well, maybe I should offer financing, okay? Just one example of many times where people that just get like, I don't want to listen to this because I have my mind made up, and you may not have something relevant. And so I have no idea what this person's going to do from here on out. I really don't care. I offered a suggestion. I gave something, and a couple people piped in. They're like, Scott's absolutely right. You should offer financing. They dug their heels in like, no. Okay, no problem. It's not my income, not my money, not my monkey, not my circus, whatever way you want to say it. But if you want to tell if a salesperson is a pro or if they're a Joe, look at how they accept training. Now, I will tell you, there's been times where I went to sales training and within 30 minutes, I'm like, this isn't for me, right? Just from the way that the salesperson taught and the things that they were saying and the things that I know about the processes, completely different story when you've got the skills to dictate and go, yeah, this doesn't work for reason 1, 2, and 3. I mean, I was very open-minded. I spent time, I put money towards this class, and I took a couple days off of work, right? But the difference is I've studied how sales work and how things happen. I didn't just go, nope, I'm not going to do that. I looked through the guy's curriculum, I looked through his notes, and I talked to a couple of people who had done business with him before, and they told me, like, hey, this is how we do stuff, and I'm like, that's like 1950-ish. 1950s called and they wanted your sales process back, right? It didn't work. It was horrible. Completely different story, right? I just say give things an opportunity, ask some questions, you might just learn. How to tell if you're a sales pro, how to tell if you're a sales Joe, right? Occasionally I come across stuff and I'm like, let's see how it's gonna work, let's see if I can make it work, let's see if I can modify it, let's see if I can change it. And if I can't, then I'm like, okay, I was open-minded at least to take a look at it. There you go. You got one thing to do from here, just one thing. Find the subscribe button and click on it every time I send out a video. You'll get an update that says Scott Bell Consultant sent another fantastic video. You should check it out, which you should. We'll see you soon. Thanks for dropping by. Aloha.